I had to press the mute button because I remembered this time. Welcome, the Warchief of Light is live with another epic night of gaming, ass kicking, nerding out, and having fun. Hi, my name is Peebs, but you lovely people are more than welcome to call me Peebs. I am going to start with apologizing. Okay? Quick, easy stuff. You guys are here to hear a bit of a lisp tonight. We are struggling with some of the new stuff that the orthodontist did. So I'm sorry in advance. I can hear it. You may not be able to hear it, but your girl can absolutely hear it. So we're struggling a little. Hello, Starfall. How are you? It's been a good time. As you guys can see, look, I was leveling my bard. I don't get a whole lot of time to play outside of streaming, so when I do, I get excited and I get to have some fun. See? Alright, let's get some sound. Oh, I'm gonna click in here. I'm gonna get some sound on so we can hear it. And again, I am very sorry. I can hear the lisp. So it's very interesting for me. Also, headphones are back because my AirPods are dead. I'm so smart. And thanks for watching some Kingdom Hearts. That's a game I have never played. The moving, we are fully moved. That's why we've got the green screen. There's still some stuff that I gotta make another trip to my mother's to get rid of some more stuff. But generally speaking, we're doing really good. We're now functional. It's now livable. It's just making it a next step better. That's where we're at right now. So before we get too into this right now, okay, I went to my local game store, and I honestly, I was gonna probably buy a board game. Okay, that's what I had in mind. We run out of time. And then I found the books. Look at what I found. That's right. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the mic. Endwalker's book. Endwalker's art book. Now, it was on sale for $51.95. However, the list price is $53.99. So I got a couple dollars off. And, I don't know how to say it, but this book is stunning, like incredible. Okay, now I'm gonna say something, and it's not controversial at all, but my husband looked at that and he's like, Jesus Christ, the art's incredible. I have the art book for Shadowlands here. And he's like, it doesn't even compare. And I told my husband very nicely, very quietly, I said, honey, comparing Final Fantasy XIV's art to Warcraft is just not fair. Square Enix is known for pushing boundaries with graphics, imagery, and design. Warcraft's strong suit is their fast-paced gameplay. They aren't the same. He kind of gave me the, look. Just ridiculous. Absolutely stupid. Every time I open this book, I find something else that's like incredible. I got Xenos. Lots of Xenos. Median. Like just it brought me so much joy. Trying to get the glare off. It brought me so much joy to just find something. And they had Shadowbringers there. Or not Shadowbringers. I would have bought Shadowbringers first. No offense, Endwalker. They had both versions of Stormblood. They had one ARR version and Heaven's Word. I was gonna get the Heaven's Word until I saw the Endwalker, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Yes, I'm buying that. Hold on. Dark Souls art book. I don't have it out because it's in storage, but I have the Shadowlands box set from Warcraft. It's my first box set I ever bought, honestly. So anyway, I found this at a random bookstore. I had no idea that I was going to find this. Now I know they got more. Well, we all know where my paychecks go in the next few weeks. Hold on. I'm looking for something specific to show you guys before I send y'all on your way. Oh, there's Alice. I have not. This is my first Final Fantasy XIV book. Check how handsome. I'm not saying that they didn't capture the handsomeness in game, but I feel like they didn't capture the handsomeness in game. I seen like the non. I think I did or I didn't. Anyway, I still have to. I have to claim the pet that comes with it still. We're. No, don't want to do that. Oops, we're breaking stuff. Let's not break stuff. Oh, let me see. I think I seen a second of it. I didn't see the whole thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. So let's go get it. Close that. Open this. Xenos Loporit. There we go. This is the one, I think. Yeah. Give me a second. We're gonna turn the sound back off and we'll watch it together. I've only seen like the first 8 seconds. What the fuck is that? I've only seen the first 6 seconds of it, so I don't think it's a what 48-second video. Hold on, you. Oh, you're getting an ad anyway. Let's watch it. Hello, hello, King. So yes, I got the Endwalker art book. It is so good. I didn't think that. And like I said, I almost got the Heaven's Ward one first. But I would have taken the Shadowbringers above all the second. If they get it, I'm actually going to ask them to order it if they have it. Because I'm like, yes. Again, I had no idea this game store would have this. I always think of Final Fantasy XIV as a niche thing. It's not, because I mean I've been to a Final Fantasy convention, but it feels still very niche. So I don't expect to see this kind of stuff when I go places, and when I do, I just lose it. So anyway, $52 gone.
It fills you even now, doesn't it? The
God
hunger
damn it.
to bite down on my jugular, to feel the warmth fill your mouth and run over
The face!
as you drink deep. Good. Good. A test of your.
Oh my god, that was better than I thought it would be. Thank you. That was so good. Very tired. Oh no. Half hour, that's a big walk. So yeah, chances are if they don't get the Shadowbringers book or they can't get the Shadowbringers book, I'll more than likely end up getting the goddamn, Thank you very much, 16 months. I very much appreciate that. Kindly. Truly. If they get the the Shadowbringers one, I'm buying that. And if they don't, well, I'll get the Heaven's Ward one next. If they still have it. Again, it was niche to me, but obviously not, because they stocked it. Could not believe they did. But it worked out good for me. I got myself my Endwalker art book. God, that's so cool to me now. Okay, so we are in Garlemald. Each expansion has 2. Gotcha. Well, I saw both Stormblood ones there. That's without a shadow of a doubt. I've seen them both there. I just, again, if you compare my interests, that, oh, that's some awesome exercise though. I didn't exercise at all today. It was a weird day. I was in the office. I was very, very tired. And then I got home, which for those of you who don't know, I fuck off at lunch. If you got no reason for me to stay in the office, I'm gone. But yet, what makes it not make sense is I got here and like shit just got weird. Everybody was banging, smashing, doing bad shit upstairs. And then the police showed up asking for one of my upstairs neighbors, which I don't know. Like, it's weird. Weird day. So tomorrow should be better, I'm hoping. It's already 2. Yeah, I guarantee you she would be. Sushi. Oh, I love sushi. It's just, and it wasn't like just weird. Just weird. That's all. Nothing extreme, just weird. Just not normal. That, if that makes any sense. Then seeing the wildfires in Atlantic Canada. For those of you who don't know, Atlantic Canada is not dry. Like, forest fires happen, but they don't happen to this scale anywhere here. Just because it's not... We're right by the Atlantic Ocean. Our air is humid. We are known to be extremely humid weather. And again, large-scale forest fires don't happen. North of Halifax right now is... Oh, that probably was my husband. He's probably yelling at a game. God love him. He's definitely laughing loudly. At least he's not cursing. So yeah, seeing north of Halifax on fire, for those of you who don't know, I'm in New Brunswick. I am not in Nova Scotia, so we are fine there. There is one forest fire that is gaining traction in New Brunswick. I'm nowhere near it. And I'm not in a small town right, like, next to the ocean. The beach is a 5-minute drive. Like, not too concerned, but the idea is still like, wow, this is happening here now too, right? Yeah, he's playing Call of Duty. We're gonna message him, okay? Because the cursey happens real fast. And I like my monetization. Just message him. Just see how that goes. He's that type of gamer. He likes that short burst match. Call of Duty. Loves Call of Duty. Big fan. So, before continuing now, there's more people on. I'm going to take 6 seconds and apologize. I'm aware of I have a lisp. I'm aware that my speech isn't where it should be right now. I had some braces adjustments, and there are an adjustment. So I'm back to slurring and struggling. So if I'm not articulating, you miss something, or you're just like, this doesn't sound like you, that's what it is. We're getting there. I can hear it. If you can, that's... If you can't, cool. I can. Alright. Are you... No. I am in New Brunswick. So just map of Canada. Google images. Canada's fucking big. Okay. Ontario's here. It is massive. Ontario and Quebec is where most people are in Canada. I am in the tiny little province right there in the light orange, New Brunswick. And this tiny one in dark orange, Nova Scotia, is what's on fire right now. That's where I'm at. See? Not very, very, very small compared to the rest of Canada. Alright, so I'm gonna wait for a second. We are about to talk about the permission to use the tower and how that's going to affect the people of Garlemald who watched it be used for terrible stuff and it wasn't great. So their aversion to this is actually very accurate in how you'd expect a populace to react, which, listen, I love it when games do that. I don't like it when conflicts are resolved too quickly. I understand why they do it, because the video game, the plot needs to move forward. But that conflict is extra conflict that creates, and I find Final Fantasy XIV is one of the better ones for it. Or ours, more or less than the rest of Canada. Canada's got like 7 time zones. So it's quite large. Like Atlantic Canada has our own time zone. Atlantic Canada, there's 4 provinces in it, and there's less people in those 4 provinces than the city of Toronto. So very small. Through open hearts and open minds, I believe we can make it convince. Okay, we're going to talk to 4 people. Not a big deal. This is where I want to see how people are thinking. Now, again, I really liked this last time I looked at it. So let's go figure it out. I love that, Kane, and that's what I like about this game. It's willing to take that conflict and look at it, because that's what a people would be, right? They would 100% be against the opposing faction walking in, taking full control of their items of great power, regardless of where they stood in the war. Half of these people are victims themselves. So... You know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this much. Our leaders labor to preserve our culture, our way of life, and what remains of it. At any rate, I trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. Makes sense? Final, my character at 6.1. Cagnazio and Barbaricia. 6.2. You recognize large casks. Are you saying your comrades ceruleum from Lapis Manalis? Why they're here is unclear. Okay, I come up here.
Get out of my way! Oh, Muffin, never seen a team that's gotta stay clustered right on.
Okay, let's go over here. What does Marcus have to say? How do you feel about contingent? Conflicted. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as the others they couldn't survive without aid. But, be that as may, the Empire has collapsed. We have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever. There's no denying it. It kind of reminds you of the opposite effects of the Treaty of Versailles. This is what the Treaty of Versailles should have looked like. The advice had AEW, made me square with the fact that we were messing around extremely powerful force of a selfish reason. I guess it is noble. It is noble! And that's right, it is selfish deep down. We are putting the trust and everything of a people for a dragon. Now, I'm not saying a dragon's life is not worth it. And to Vershawn, it absolutely is. Are we being the same as the Asians, though? Are we putting our own above others? The little care to them? No one likes being dependent of other people, especially people you lost against, right? If we look at 1918's Germany, and I'm not trying to hammer home, like, you know, the Yahtzees. That's not the point. The reason why that peace didn't last was because the Treaty of Versailles had them paying out of the ass to other nations, and we had a chokehold. I say we because we were part of the Allied countries. We had a chokehold on their people. No wonder they wanted to fight for their independence. A lot of people still believe that the Treaty of Versailles is most of the reason why we went through World War II. We can't do that here. Montagne. Not bad, only you should pronounce the ing as in French. Avaricia should be pronounced as a diphthong. Aricia? Aricia. Not sure what that is. Montagne, yeah, it's just like seeing the Ellison names. I can't help it. Like, you guys can go look back at even my first videos where I met Estinia. I have never called him Estinian. I can't. It doesn't roll. It doesn't. It's just incorrect. Same thing as Emmanuel. Emmanueline, I think. Fortin. Like, it doesn't sound or feel right, if that makes any sense. But that's because I'm French. Francophone, I should say, not French. I really think of Ria, Barbaria. Gotcha. I also like that Vershawn is an adult here. Yes, we know he was an adult for the last dungeon. We know that. That's fine. He is an outside force coming in. And I'm sorry, but coming in amongst leaders as a child, even though it would have been fine. We've seen Alfino come in with that. Coming in as an adult is from a place of power, right? He speaks as a leader of a nation and a bigger stature. It helps. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? Much the same as me. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity, harbor a measurement of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should have rejected it. How many times must I tell you? It is absolutely out of the question. Ooh, someone's rejecting it. Is the cuddly one. Aha! We have an Ishgard soldier. Julius, what's going on? We were wondering the same thing. We came running when we heard the shouting. Is aught the matter? Oh, no, I was just trying to explain. Mayhap you can clear this up. The contingent has made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns the Magitech weapons, which have run rampant through Regio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies there, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the situation once for all, we propose the elimination of the Machina and loiter around the supply route. But you heard him. They refuse to even consider it. The magistrates have already spoken. Rampant or no, those war machina are Garlean asset. Therefore, who is to say that they are dangerous for you to attest? It is suggested it could be a pretense to scavenge magitech. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume? Ridiculous, but they have spoken. And unless they want to inflame tensions further, we're not that we can do. What are you thinking, Zero? How complicated relations have become when not grounded in clear and equitable arrangement. Like Metropolis region. An equitable arrangement, of course. While I do understand the difficulty of your position as a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. I have an idea, but I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take this of this matter? But by all means. Let us break sure to get broken glass. Okay. See, I like my politics in game. Also, I've got to hurry up with the MSQ. And I don't say this lightly, okay? Bear with me. The reason why I say that is because I'm starting to get spoiled on stuff on Pandemonium. And I'm like, oh, on Twitter. Whose fault is that? Probably mine. But still, I'm starting to do it. I'm like, oh no. Also, her dress is in the art book, and it's very detailed. So if your girl ever got, better at sewing, that looks like a good cosplay. Just saying. Welcome back. Positive developments. Mayhap not yet. Pastor's method, I believe we still gain. As Sartrap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Razathan and the people of Garlemald. Please continue. The people of this nation have lived through its collapse more. Yet they have chosen to remain, for it's their home. They have been able to survive this far, thanks to Ilsabard, contingent, or rather less flattering terms. They are entirely relying on your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. It is no surprise that there are some Garleans who loathe to engage with foreigners. This is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement. One that would restore them to a sense of agency after being forced to rely upon charity. I've done it up to date. Like, I haven't done the 6.4 version of Pandemonium yet. Easier said than done. What do you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Razathan abided by treaty of non-interference. Freely we have traded with one another and wished but to continue in this tradition. We would provide your people with such supplies as you require. In return, we would grant us leave to the Tower of Babel, as we share your magitech resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more ceruleum to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for you it would duly recompensate it. Razathan's culture is enriched by your magitech wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Lucia is Latin form of Lucy. Enlightenment to her camp. It makes sense very much so. Again, I always thought Lucia would be with Aymeric. I really thought those two were going to be a thing. And I still kind of do. Only when both sides keep interest on the other mind can it be equitable relationship be forged. 'Tis a principle I was once thought I understood, but have come to appreciate more in the recent days. Thanks to sage counsel from a friend beyond the rift. Your Excellency, thank you for your consideration, Garland teacher. Though I cannot speak for Rigarly, and I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Rodzhan were to make the initiative, the other nations might follow suit and seek to normalize trade within us. Exactly. We didn't know Rodzhan's previous experiences. They've always remained neutral. Then at least that opens the door. They are not the enemy walking through. That's actually very smart. If you see the sense of my proposal, then ask if you would join me in the negotiation in Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over Lord Nias. By all means, go with them. I have matters well in hand. Lucia. Using the medal Lucia, which is in classic Latin. Reading Angers, I have learned all regarding the tower's operation. I too shall be going to the Tertium. He's got the nicest jacket, by the way. Just saying. I like this quest. A lot of people may not like this quest, may feel it's filler. But it opens up the world and kind of expands on it. I like it. I would 100% wear that. I don't have the skill to make a winter jacket. I do not. Plus, my winter jackets, I'm Canadian. They gotta be fucking winter jackets. But I mean, it is filler. A lot of people right now are looking for action. And I'm going to be very honest when I say 6.3 was... what do you call that in English? Not filler, exposition. 6.3 was exposition, which typically the 6.3s are the exciting patch. Or the 0.3s are the exciting patch. So a lot of people are sitting at the edge of their seat going, what next? What next? What happens next? Ooh, where's the climax? Which is not an unfair thought or statement. Oh, fuck. I should have went... Oh, I'm not very bright. Go back. 2.3 makes very much sense. Hello, TA. But well, Lucia is who made me ship them. Not because of negative things, and not because I want to see them together, but she has a love for him that is bound. He saved her, and I think there is that love within her. Can I say something extremely controversial right now? I think Aymeric is either autistic, or there's something with him that makes him extremely socially awkward. I don't think he knows that Lucia loves her. I don't think so. I think he has a hard time making friends. So the few that he has, whether they're good to him or not, he really clings to them. And he tends to cling to a lot of people. More than he should. He's very good politically. That part there's no problem. But friendship, he seems to have a struggle with. So I've always wondered that. But Lucia loves him. There's no doubt. They've told us over and over the patch cycle to be organized differently. Exactly. But I don't feel like this is filler. I think this is closing a chapter. Showing us where Garlemald can be in the future. Garlemald can be friendly one day. Asexual might be it too. There's something there. But Lucia loves him. You can't convince me otherwise. Are they supposed to be voice acted? I feel like they are. A crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. Tower of Babel is ours by right, and nothing convince us otherwise. Rest assured, it is not our intent to infringe upon the rights of the people of Garlemald. Let us discuss the future. As Satrap of Razathan, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between nations. A shy gay guy. Yeah, could be as well. The aid presently received will not last forever, my lord. Sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. No, it doesn't. But to do so secures the means to replenish our coffers. Rare opportunity. Huh. Alright. Precise terms, I can see merit. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You served the Emperor, a proud patriot. Yet you now entertain the selling national resources like a common merchant. Oh yes, Miri, correct. My controller doesn't have speakers per se. Well, it's got the jack. It's a regular Xbox One controller. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You're a traitor, Gnaeus, and there will all be a reckoning. Oh yes, when the people of Senatris learn of this, they will cry out for your blood. Lord Metis, wait, it isn't safe out there. Awesome. Thank you, TA. I appreciate, listen, lurks help out a lot. I appreciate them fucking kindly. It's far too dangerous for civilian to be outside. We must go after Lord Mateus. Let us leave matters to Maximus' care. If Mateus is born ascendant, it doesn't cause any harm. Is there a way to fix it? Bear with me. No, I can't seem to Google the problem. Okay, so it's not... Alright, well... It is what it is. It is fine. Yeah, the way Lucius speaks about him has always been pure admiration, pure love. What love and lust could be two very different things, right? But there's love, absolute love. I've always found it to be a little more. But yeah, Aymeric, there's something with Aymeric. Whether it's asexual, whether it's homosexual, and doesn't interact well with the women around him, or awkward, if it's autistic, and he has a hard time making friends because of how he sees political stuff, there's something there. Alright, Potato Patch, let's get to it. Oh, ideology is the obvious one. Like, there are days, and I'm going to be extremely honest about it, I think that I could be on that spectrum. Very honestly. There are days I bounce between that and maybe ADHD. I know I'm spicy somewhere. So I just leave it at spicy because getting tested is like 6K. I don't have 6K, so it's I'm functioning. There's no reason to worry about it too much. So I consider myself a light spice. I am pepper. I am pepper. I have a friend who is the definition of ADHD. If you followed her in a day, you'd be like, yeah, that's it. That's all it is. The few words shock non-anglophones because there's to love so exactly. There's more than romance, right? I love my friends deeply. I'm not sleeping with them, right? I love my children. I love some of my coworkers, but I love my husband. You know what I mean? There's a spectrum. Love is a spectrum. It is a strong word, but it's a spectrum still. But yeah, going back to the spicy, I also have like a cousin of mine who is the definition of autistic. Definition. Again, it's not my cousin. My cousin through marriage. My husband's cousin. I met her. And my husband said, hey, like, what do you think of her? Oh, she's great. She's sweet. She's nice. She's autistic. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, is the sky blue? She got tested in her later years and no shit. But you see what I mean? Ideology to me is that no shit. Like, he screams it. Even how he picked up to the low Brits, even how he dealt with his grief, even how he gets it, how he learned everything about the phase. He was able to stick with the phase. He was able to put up with the phase. He is the definition. Where Amric might be mildly spicy. He might be our pepper. He may not be. But there is something there. I love your father. Exactly. You got her, Starfall. Alright, let's aid Matthias. I'm alive. I said I don't want him to change his mind because I saved him. That's not the point. That was never the point.
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
There's the voice acting. Yes, we're good. Just gonna shake.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
Thank you. Actually, I'm glad that that's the route they chose. Because in video games, it's too easy to go, you saved me, you're noble, thus I must follow you. Joins party. That's not how society works.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers.
That's it, Starfall. That's the trick.
But I won't stop looking nonetheless. And I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
You are well beyond your years, young man.
Is there hope for us?
That's a fair statement looking at their situation. Again, without people that they literally hunted down, they would be dead. If they pull out, they would be dead. And yet, they need to be independent. Oh, wow. Okay. I had to cough at the same time.
So long as we live.
Oh. That's an incredible line. Is there any hope? As long as we live.
Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become.
For those who have lived. He's just a broken man.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station.
I mean, you're going through it all.
I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me? Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Ulyss, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrate safely back to Tertium.
Utter defeat breaks you. He is broken. Like, it's a
What is it?
It's to be expected.
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here.
Fair.
So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something.
Like trust.
I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such
Yes,
company.
it was.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns. During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness.
The sword,
You either
beautiful sword.
used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true.
They
But
look
she
like
died.
they
I
look
carried
like
on
Dragon
mission
Quest
alone.
XI. The lead character for Dragon Quest XI. Don't they look like him? Just a little.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriats. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search for means to end the Contra Memoria.
Baron! Final Fantasy IV.
They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst. Some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them, too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more.
Got
I
Final
continued
Fantasy IV's
fighting
music in the
alone.
back.
But ultimately, I was undone. Overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold. In pain. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it.
You can't be blamed. When the world is untrustworthy to you, how many people do you trust?
To save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
It can change the future.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get.
I like that message, but I don't...
What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today.
It's very lightheartening for a lot of people to hear that, but the reality is that's not the reality for everyone.
Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots?
I appreciate it, game.
I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow.
Oh, stop it now. That... Okay, Peebs, hold it.
This is trust. Then what must I do? How do I answer it?
However you like.
give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
If they kill Zero, I riot. Zero getting the warm and fuzzies. Really? And then I punched him in the fucking face. Right then, we should join the others. Yeah. My knee. I like that quest. You can't convince me that was filler. To me, that was chapter ending. Full glad am I to see everyone return, none the worse for fear. Various representatives of the Garlean community are gathered at this very moment. I dare say it's a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You've read the memorandum. I trust you find them acceptable? The terms acceptable? I do. Aeneas, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but placing the burden of negotiations solely on your shoulders in my absence. Oh, we got the twins. You should know that we brought it up, the subject of the tower's reactivation of the Tapper Den. Some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another void set invasion, they were more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. I have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials normally keep themselves as centers down here. Ahem. My friends, my countrymen, lend me your ears. I am pleased to inform you on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, had entered into a trade agreement with the Rodzatan. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant individuals before you access Tower to Babel. In return, Rodzatan will provide us with supplies, which we shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. Let me be clear, this is not an act of charity, but a trade. A bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect, and marks a significant step forward in rebuilding our nation and regaining our true independence. Rodzatan holds Garlean technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that through this agreement our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather around for here particular, or stop it, that you might convey them to those elsewhere. So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals as a nation with something of value to offer others, the validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis by the virtue partnership that we may come across the tower. Stop! Babel, rather than untimely development of the Aether Tank's arrival. Once the tower's stores have been replenished, we all need to wait to stole the signal. Now we can leave before anything else. To worry, devote all our energies to the mission to the void. You can't come. The twins can't come. I've played Final Fantasy IV. You can't come. You are good friends. Aw, isn't that sweet? That took a lot for them to say it. And no meanwhile.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand. Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Ishtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may.
Oh, we are serious. It is punchy, punchy, hand time.
Ere we set forth, however, Ishtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Ashdaya from the void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow great worm.
You would have me go in my true form. Very well. Like our sire, we great worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon. To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radzadhan, that I may have both my eyes.
They just pop them out. So funny.
And until such time as we find Ashdaya, I will entrust her eye to your keeping.
No. I don't want that.
Will you do this for me?
I will, but no. I have dealt with dragon eyes before.
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Ishtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
I love that they're the first two to really connect. Amongst adversity.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
Did you catch that they want to come back?
In mare elementorum, then. Go.
Okay. Alright, I like that. I'm enjoying that. We'll see where that goes. Whee! I travel the fast way. Okay, this is a judgment-free zone. I do not have any of the flights here. I can't fly here. So be nice to Peebs. Okay.
I took the liberty of informing Ishtola of our arrival. She and her entourage.
Oh,
should
that's
be
right.
here
She's gonna see the
momentarily.
Lopers and it's gonna be funny. It was in the trailer. It's not a spoiler. Oh.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other.
I love Nadana.
Ishtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
Look how she's so nerding out, and it's adorable.
I asked a favor of Grahatir when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel. Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied.
What a beautiful
The knowledge
picture.
of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own.
It's a beautiful moment right there.
And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void-sent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Not very often I tell you that is a screensaver moment. That's a screensaver moment. If you're a big Yashola fan.
Containment seal. Then thou wouldst make use of...
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it. We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed. That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
Fair. Makes sense.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brand.
Again, we do not judge Peebs for not half flying. It is a non-judgment zone. Y'all be nice to me. This zone sucks to get everything, okay? It's so sad. You go end game, you've beaten the baddest boss, and here I am just trotting on foot like a dumbass. Do, 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 do. The Watch's assistance will serve for its brands. Yet, though we expect it to be effective against larger beings that accounts for real persons, there's a chance lesser reinforcements shall require second line defense. I believe the Lopert supporters would be suitable for this purpose. Uridianger, Warchief, the two of you have a strong supporter with our lunar allies. Go see them. They get to go see the little birds. Again, this is not a spoiler. Remember, because I watched the trailer. I'm so excited, I want to see it. I love that this expansion is a love letter to 4, but not an offensive love letter to 4, not a remake of 4. It doesn't. If you never played 4, you would not know that this is 4. Honestly, you wouldn't catch it. You wouldn't see it. And is that not the point of a good... Again, this music hits home for those of us who's played 4 and 6. And the older games, generally speaking. But again, if you didn't know it existed, or you never played them, this music isn't bad. It's not a step back. It's not, what do you call it? It's not a step down. There you are. You shall surprise me with the present of your undertaking. I understand you wish to deploy our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eye. Our unrivaled combat supporter, a precautionary measure in case Voidsec containment seal of hers proves lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up the units they can. They'll bring them forward, northeast corner, in short order. Let me show you the way. My heart is broken. I wanted the Loperit reveal like in the thing. Because it was so good. But yeah, it does scream classic Final Fantasy 4. But it doesn't say, hey, we went backwards. Did an old thing. Right? And that's the cool part. The name is Golbez. We know Golbez. But none of them felt hashtags recycled.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
Fucking army of Bud Buds!
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush. Though we have fulfilled the purpose given to us by Heidelin, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always.
I'm dying of cute!
Right, so, we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Voidsent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends. Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment, and who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetheris?
I believe I would make a better instructor.
Facts.
Not only have I fought Voidsent, I am one.
The reveal. Engage!
Engage! Engage!
That'll do. A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into void-sent slaughterbots!
Void-sent slaughterbots!
Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm.
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement... we just might be able to do it in 2.
I love this! Go ahead, Ideology.
This I leave to you.
That was the cutest. The loopers twinkle in anticipation and await your buoyant extoliation. Rally them. Oh my god. Listen, I usually hate these quests. I don't like grabbing the keyboard. Engage! Engage! Sorry. It's in the midst of... I'll try to keep moving. Fuck, man. That was perfect. Thank you, Twitter, for not spoiling that moment. That was great. Marvelous feeling. Again, if this is filler, I will take filler all fucking day. Oh, thank you very much. You know how uplifting is you encourage us? I mean, showing proper techniques so we keep our supporters at peak efficiency. Again, dislike these quests, but worth it. Everyone's in high spirits. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have supporters up and running again in no time. To make slaughterbots. Slaughterbots! Ah! So good.
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands.
Oh, it's time to go.
Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
Your kids. Yeah, pretty much. The brand's ready, I suppose. With the Lopers having deployed their supporters, we're ready to proceed. Let us rejoin. See, as much as it's not great, like, a lot of people don't like these moments, which is fine. They don't have to like these moments. They are meant to be cute, funny, a little out of the box. But this game gets really fucking heavy sometimes, which I like, okay? Not complaining at all. Don't even consider it a complaint. The advantage of having these moments is that you can come back and look at them, especially when it's about to get heavy. And I'm sorry, we've got climax coming. It's gonna get heavy. I like that they balance it out. Right? One thing that I have to admit that they're not very good at this expansion is the moment of hype. That edge of your seat, no, I want to get this bad guy. But that's not a complaint against the game. Okay? They're really good at it. It just doesn't compare to Shadowbringers. Nothing will compare to when you get that fucking axe. And you're just sitting at the edge of your seat going, no, the M itself needs to die. Right? Off you don't only say, let's do a mass sufficient amount of energy. If all goes well. Alright, here we go. Everyone's happy, but it's about to be fucked up. Nobody to balance the pesos. Correct.
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
Listen, we got engage, we got make it so. I don't need to tell you who they are emulating right now.
The moment of truth.
Engage. God almighty, go home. I need them to go home. I need them to go home.
By the sisters.
Oriange, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate.
Open the gate. This is visually incredible.
A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brand.
Expect, contract, eon become instant. Boom. Throw wide the gates that we may pass. I know that quote very well. What do I do? Jump in the hole?
Success. The gate is open.
Let's see how well it holds.
So, do I just jump in the hole? I feel like this is a big question. That's right, you be grumpy, Mr. Jumpy.
What an enormous gate! Lord Gomez will be eager to hear. So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
Bonk.
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
For now. Oof. You forget how impressive Vitra is.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
Nidala, I love you, but it ain't over.
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours. Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source.
We're not getting this lesson because it's not important. We are not being told this lesson because it's not important. I'll say it one last time. We are not getting this lesson because it's not important. This opens up 7.0. Anywhere.
But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source?
I think
one
this.
responsible for such an outcome.
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them. Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis.
Y'shtola's exposition, that's her whole role, right?
Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures. Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken.
Okay.
Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth to find Ashdaya and...
Punchy, punchy, hand.
Climb upon my back. I shall take us to the gate.
Oh, we're a big fucking dragon! Ah!
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
Into the void once more.
So we did jump down the hole. Dude, we are riding a motherfucking dragon. It's kind of exciting. And this game was kind of exciting. Now, here's the problem. When we bring in a big motherfucking dragon, we show our hand.
This is the moon of the 13th.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
No void sent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
Which is sus.
But unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain. Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
Yes, thou art right. I shall survey the moon from above. The ground I leave to you all.
Do I trust that? Or am I asking to lose you? I don't know. I don't know. Good call, Riku. I caught her too. Oh, we got no mounting. My grumpy jumpy man. Consequences of flood, perhaps. Our next spot there. Okay. It also brings, I don't want to say climax, but it gives you that shit's about to go down. You know what I mean? That like, wait, did I get that thing? No, I didn't. Stupid Peebs. You know what I mean? I felt the music on the moon to be, this is the end, right? Even though there was still a dungeon to go, and even though there was still like 2 fucking bosses. 2, not 1, 2. If you played 4, 2. Desolate. I run in! Fuck, I'm cute. Remind you of a certain place in Warcraft. Desolace? Pre-Cata? It's a shitty fucking zone, by the way. Actually, all jokes aside, this would be the nether of Outlands. Is what I would guess this looks like to me. Nether Storm. That's the word I was. Oh shit. The Nether Storm. That's the word I was looking for. Couldn't think of it. Hellfire Peninsula. That's fair. The red thing, but like the way it's broken up and the way it's kind of shrouded in mystery. See what I mean? That kind of reminds me of the Nether Storm. Which, by the way,
caught your attention as well.
The big thing across the sky was like everyone's screensaver for a long time. It was fucking beautiful. Again, Warcraft may not have the greatest art of character and stuff like that, but like backgrounds, stunning. Stunning. Jade Forest is still my favorite place to go in Warcraft because it's beautiful. The pink cherry blossoms. Oh. What does that look like?
There's some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
We need a dragon. We need a jumpy. You just hop on.
Something here. This pit much resembles the cradle of darkness on our moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned. If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered. But it's unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
Or is that what we face after Golbez? Don't know. Don't get shit. Come down, dude. You're scaring the shit right out of me. Get down.
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee.
It's a trap.
Climb on, my friends. Astaya is here, within this chasm.
It's a trap. Golbez is expecting us to ride on Big Bro. He knows it's coming. This is a trap. This is a trap. Fuck. 3-point landing, everyone. I've come to rescue thee.
You were entrusted with Ajdaya's eye.
Is it gonna penetrate? It did? What? How? Vitra, wherefore art thou here? Oh, thank goodness. 'Tis thee, dear sister, truly thee. How long I dreamt of this moment, that we could found thee sooner. But I am here now. Let us return home together. It filleth me with joy, but I fear I cannot. Not even the dragon's might can these chains be broken. They are forged with the very will of the man named Golbez.
So this is indeed Golbez's domain.
Thou keepest company with mortals. I do. They are stalwart allies with whom I could not have come this far. Is that so? Then much time has passed indeed. Thought feel only yesterday that we were fighting Voidsent hordes when Alag had unleashed on Merkidia. Desperate to save Tiamat, I flew into this lightless world to strike at the heart of the Cloud of Darkness forces. But the Voidsent I slew returned again and again, and before I knew it, the rift betwixt worlds had closed, and I was stranded, bereft of strength. Thou didst save lives full many, sister. Today, we abide in harmony with men, working side by side and forging enduring bonds. Indeed, the course of searching for thee, I did come across many noble mortals, whom I build a rich nation of rich diversity. To thee I would show it, my beautiful Razatan. When Golbez found me collapsed, the darkness ravaging my wounds, he spoke and said, "'Tis a matter of time before you turn, but I have the power to stop it." And he did, for a price. I would remain bound. An everlasting feast for his minions, who sucked upon my ether for thousands of years.
What now, then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity, not daring to test her chains?
If such thine attempt encouragement, mortal, and thou art as graceless as Nidhogg. 'Twas Golbez who did weave this spell, and so the defeat should serve to unravel it. Would it sacrifice as a show of spirit did I reveal what I know of the villain?
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
Mayhap, in order to sustain magic, he cannot travel far from this place. He doth prefer sent minions to carry out his will, but on occasion himself ascend to the moon's surface. Every time, without fail, he will visit the same location to the south. Something important lieth there, doubt not.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
Okay, my niece. Wish they give a little bit more monies. Not that I'm trying to get rich off of this, but I mean, like, this is end level stuff. I'm not gaining any levels from it. Oh! Let us do the same. Let's take charge of the area to the south. There, that one. There's Vitra. One. Let's go see here. I doubt he likes hiding in rocks. Oh, okay. That's the spot, I guess.
Did you find something? A memoria.
Oh, we got Echo.
Lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have you anything to say in your defense?
Sorry about that.
No. Every one of them got what they deserved. Trusting fools. Like you would-be heroes. Aye. You do well to keep a close eye on each other. It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. And better to have the handle towards your hand.
Okay, so this is a story about trust.
Oh, yes. You will.
Oh. That felt sounded pretty direct. In death, may your soul find salvation.
I can't bring myself to pray for the unrepentant. You're a nobler man than I.
Come now, we are all shaped by these dark times, more than we would care to admit. I choose to believe that these men had known peace aplenty, they would not be consumed by mistrust and avarice.
Victims of the Contra Memoria, then. Like so many others. But we will end it.
Thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones.
The braids in Dude's hair is what gave that up.
She's like you, I hear. Hunts Memoriats taken by darkness.
Well, well. A kindred spirit. Perhaps we will finally have a new comrade.
No. I've no interest in working with others. Much less someone who looks as suspicious as you.
Is that so?
If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Even when we share the same goal, we can't overcome the mistrust. Such is the way of things, the wisdom of our era.
Only a precious few members remain who cling to the light. Would that we could have won her over.
We'll make do, old friend. We have accomplished much already, and another person may well have been more of a hindrance than help. Now then, our work here is finished. His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To
Baron. I think that's so cool. Baron of all places. So whose crystal is it, though? That didn't answer that.
Had another vision of the past, did you? What? I was in it. It's them. The pair I met in that village. Which means the one sealed in this memoria is...
So, you have come. You, who would oppose our crusade.
Tranquil.
Sister!
You. I know you.
Is that so? From the world before, I dare say.
And the exact same armor and everything, and you know, like, little sus.
'Tis impressive enough that you have managed to retain your mortal form.
So did you.
But to remember your past besides. But
Oh shit, I hit the button, I'm so sorry.
And what if I am?
Then I would bid
Fuck.
you join me As a child of our world and slave to the wheel, fight with me for the salvation of all our souls.
Fight with you? More like fight as your pawn. It isn't me you want, but my power. And if I don't obey, you'll bind me like you bound that dragon. But no more. I refuse to be bound ever again. I fight only for myself. And for
Zero
those
has
in whom
grown.
I trust. My friends.
I see. A pity. It is for the dragon that you have come, yes? When first you appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan. Never did I imagine that you would reach this place and gift me a golden opportunity.
Who said it was a trap? Speak plainly, jailer. That's a touchy word to say.
Long as it has been imprisoned, this dragon has grown feeble and weak.
Spirit
Your
extinguished.
coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope. Her yearning to be free, to return home. That is the key to our deliverance.
The darkness is ravaging her. She's becoming a void scent.
Rise, O Shadow Dragon, and obey. Kill him.
Oh, she's faster than him too. Sister, please. Vitra, you're good. Holy fuck.
Damn you.
They had to pick the ugly one.
Keep our guests occupied.
Oh, Vitra.
Save her. I beg thee. Save my sister.
Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end.
Kane, I agree.
Experience taught me to discern the strong. That dragon and you.
You're about to get a staff up your ass.
Face me.
Rest assured, I need no invitation. Absolutely not. You know, I don't care that we continuously use the Stone of Azem to assemble a party.
Cursed light. You, who have ever basked in its warmth, could never understand our envy, our agony.
I know it's a tool to just bring a party forward, but I don't care. We at least come up with a reason. You know what I mean? Other than that, there's no reason to gather your friends. And I like this.
You will not deny us our release.
How about that? Oh man. Like, obviously it's, and some people look at that and be like, listen, that's a stupid thing, we're gonna keep using it, they said it was over. No. And I get it, I do. I'm not arguing against these people. I like it. Because again, it gives reason to. Any other game, there is no reason to. It is. We're good. So, friends, if you would like to join, now's the time to join in. If you would not like to join, that is okay too. We are good. I'm good to go. I'm not a difficult person. But now's the time if you would like to. If not, we will queue. Like, I'm a big girl, I'm good to queue. Right, and yes, I did, like, look, character. Ha ha ha, 618. Who did it? I did. I needed one item and then I got an extra one in the dungeon. Too tired? Don't you worry, Mary. That's totally fine. I'm gonna give another, let's say, 30 seconds, a minute, and then we're gonna go in. Queue up, no big deal. Alright, punchy, hand, gold does. It is a beautiful medley. No, they did a good job. Absolutely. Okay, looks like we're double healing it. No lore or reason to stop. Well, I mean, again, I'm of the belief that it's completely fine because it gives a reason. Going 3. Yeah, again, the fact that they continuously find a way for this to work, to bring our party to the depths of hell, or wherever the fuck we are, to deal with a big bad boss dude, is great to me. I really enjoy that part. And I'm at a point of whatever excuse you use, I'm good. Who is messaging me? Okay, good to go. I got a cat here who's looking for some attention. I gotta pet him real fast. Okay, we're good. These art things are beautiful. While we're here, I'll show you something. Okay. The white mage outfit. That's my stomach. Stop it. See the white mage costume? In great detail. So if somebody, I don't know, me, got better at cosplay, you know, I might be able to one day make that. Figure you co-heal because it's an experience? Oh, wonderful. Listen, I am the queen of panic, okay? If you are new here, if this is your first time watching me stream, I go through these things blind every time. And if you are new to my stream, I am really good at panicking. Listen, there is no calm, there is no collected, there is no cool. It's panic. To me, I feel like it enhances the experience. But that's how I play. So should be fun. I think it'll be good. 3 or 4 times? Alright, we'll have to beat that. Probably will. Which again is to be expected from me. Did I just jump off? I fucking did. The Void Cast Deus. Sure what kind of shenanigans he's up to. Got a Death Knight sword, that's kind of badass. Single hand. Knight in black. That's interesting.
Expect no mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear. Come, warriors from beyond the rift.
My maturity level is set. I'm the new one.
Our crusade, then come. But know that none shall deny us salvation.
Okay, we're gonna watch what he does because I have no fucking idea what's going on.
This place shall be your tomb.
Alright, no, we don't want that. Alright, that was a mistake. Okay, we are already fucking up. We're good, we're good. Alright, that's fine right here, look. We're gonna be good right here. Crescent Blade. Where the fuck am I? Oh, no, I did it again. No, I didn't. Okay. That's where he's facing. Got it? Right, move your butt. No, absolutely fucking not. Feeling that's not good. Let's get this going. Okay, don't stand in the poop, Peebs. Y'all know how this works. Okay, and put this hand out forward, alright, got it. I'm not gonna do that. Who the fuck says I'm gonna? That's just dumb. Okay, that's the big one.
Such is your power. Come forth, my servant of shadow. With a little dark and arrow blaze, I bring my people liberation.
Okay, just like the video. Okay. Feel like I should be behind him for this. Nope. Nope. So I ain't playing. What are you doing? I'm gonna go cuddle with these guys.
Bathe them in black flame. My meteors will extinguish your light. A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Balls! Listen, we know balls are bad in this game. That sucked. Alright, I fucked up. Okay. See, I was trying to go where the balls were not. Mistakes were made. Thank you. What the fuck are they doing here? Jesus! Nope, 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 nope. Okay, I remember. Nope. Nope. Alright, this is some cuddle time. Hold on, we're doing alright. Yep. What are you up to? Hey, don't go there. Oh no! Fuck! Okay. Jesus! Come on! Come on!
To the heavens for your doom.
Alright, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to res him. Fuck off.
This place shall be your tomb.
I I tried. Ah! Oh, both healers down. We are in shit. You're done. I'm down. We need an LB3. Yeah, I was the wrong choice. Is my problem. Yep.
Come forth, my servant of shadow. Let lightning surge.
No, no.
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Okay, ball. Alright, so these balls, those balls, those balls, those balls. Okay, so these balls. Those balls. Those balls. Okay, I figured it out. Somehow. You prick! Ugh! I thought I was so smart. I deserved that, but I tried so hard. I tried hard. Interdiction. Here. Hold on, big heal.
Hear me and obey. Look to the heavens for your doom.
Ah, fuck off. Really?
Blades.
Okay, we got her. We got her. Hard carry, like, I admit this. This is a hard carry from the rest of the team. I keep forgetting that this ability exists. Fuck. The easy stuff.
Render unto me your all. My minion will extinguish your light.
Okay, we got him, but again, I got hard carried. I admit that. I have no problem admitting that. Ah.
My power. Even my blade. So, this is the limit of my defiance.
No, you're much smaller now. We need a 0. Okay. Stratagem with survivors is a success. Barely. Barely. I admit that. That was hard. And the shit, the beginning crap that I should have caught on at the very beginning was the crap that I fucked up.
Are you all right?
Yeah, not a scratch. Okay, that we're just doing a lot of heavy lifting.
What's happening?
At last, the moment is at hand. You may have bested me, but not quickly enough. Too late will you look to the chasm. You've won the battle, but I win the war.
Stop this. I beg of thee. Let her go.
Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of this abyss, until one day it dispersed in a haze of ether. In the absence of the great flow, that ether has nowhere to return. And so it has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty void scent. Now feast. Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it.
Again, Final Fantasy IV, Gold Bez was not the last boss. We knew this. Okay, those who played knew this. Those who didn't just got shit in the pants.
From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge, one who shall tear down the barrier between worlds. Upon you, who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld.
Man, they're dropping the four terms.
Zeromus, awaken!
No matter how powerful, a void scent can be sealed in Memoria. Damn it. It's too strong.
Our warding scales may not hold. Not against a void scent born of Zodiac's ether.
We must retreat. Everyone to me.
Okay, so she's not gone. He's still fighting to save her. He's going back? Like, I get that you need next part of the story, but I mean... Do I have time to run this quest? Let's do it. It's the last quest. In light of this development, we skipped our lives and accomplishment into ourselves. We should have anticipated Ajaya yearning to return home could manipulate its fashion. Alas, we must now contend with a newborn void set hell's bent on breaching the rift. Zero misses. Shows his own hopes the champion, which Hunter Memorial saves the world. But a true hero would not damn another to save the world of his own. We're not going to let that happen, but regardless, we need to regroup. The zero is a little anticlimactic. Oh shit, I missed that. Fuck. Very well. May I trouble you to head to the Bestway Barrow and apprise Udiology of the situation? The rest of us will tend to Vitra's wounds and return to Prazatha. It feels a little like... This is a title quest, but I mean, so far, it feels just a little, wanting. If that makes sense. It's just, it's not, very anticlimactic, right? The princess is in another castle. If that makes any sense at all, right? Am I crazy? Am I not? Might be. Who knows? A crazy lady. I forgot where to go. Oh, that other stairs. Oops! Wait until you're through the meanwhile. Fair. No, very fair. This patch has a lot better storytelling than 0.3. Okay, I admit that immediately. Again, I find that the storytelling is more compelling. I find the storytelling closes a lot of chapters in a good way. I don't think it did a good job of making us hype the final fight, you know what I mean? I didn't get that, like, oh my god, this guy needs to die kind of feeling. And I didn't get a climax feeling, but again, it's much better than 0.3. So far. So this quest did go. But as far as it is to sit right now. Our mission. Heaven's forefend. As Jaya gave birth to the void scent of Zodiac's residual ether. Although we could not predict this outcome, there is one small mercy. The void scent containment seal. As we employ the self-same brands that imprison Zodiac. Yet, for how long, one should not know. Thou shalt rejoin your comrades anon. Alright, makes sense. Again, they made sense to how the story would not complete at that moment, right? Oh yeah, might as well. Oops. Okay, let's go back to Estinia's chambers because that's important. I'm kidding. Obviously joking. Yeah, I was expecting a moment of great sadness, especially where they set it up with such humor and.
Do you remember Ciriato and Farfarello? The cowardly pair of Voidsent that dwelled in my domain.
Yeah.
Ciriato devoured Farfarello, and in so doing he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a Voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer, and when a Voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more.
Okay.
That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, we may yet save Azdaja.
Okay, I like that. They set us up well for that situation.
And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is. When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
My husband's watching Facebook shorts.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a Voidsent could be born of Zodiac's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say?
Well, keeps him at bay for a while.
I see. If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
Doing so would consign Azdaja's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th.
I could barely go near it. Never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light. And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light.
Oh!
The question of how we will harness that light, you may leave to me. With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way. But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
I have need of you.
Wait. Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Zero.
Fine by me. Come on then.
We're friends, Zero. Remember that.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair. Using my vessel, I shall attend what preparations I may.
Oh god, Elaine, that would be so good, my girls. And Reen is the epitome of light. Jaya, my sister, I have long dreamed of saving her. But if am I to do so, I must be better than I have been. Blessed though I am to have you and yours and comrades, I cannot tell if you lift me time, doubt, despair creep into my heart. I will not falter again. This I swear. I will hold. No, she did not, Ashwindu. Warchief. They are just training buddies. Alright. Meanwhile, on the moon, we know this shit usually means bad.
Zeromus is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the fiend is able to breach the veil. But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured?
I hope he eats you.
It remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend, the memory of your passing and the pain.
That's what I thought. I thought there was something with him. I was like, that doesn't make sense. His voice sounds like Golbez.
I promise you now, they shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
From light's embrace to shadows deep, a world to save, an oath to keep. I found it funny that they had the same voice actor. You know what I mean? I was like, that sounds like Golbez. Why does that sound like Golbez? I didn't put the 2 and 2 together, mind you, but it sounded like Golbez, and I was like, oh, that's totally Golbez. Didn't think much more of it after that. Okay, so we are caught up. We are up to date. This is the story. I have to admit, a little bit disappointed. I was, again, hoping for a climax to end all climaxes. Because, again, we are used to a 0.3 being exactly that. And we are used to, not so much exposition, right? 0.3 was exposition. 100%, no doubt, exposition. 0.4, we got a little bit of, you know, hey, the spread is real. Hey, shit's real, you gotta take care of it. And, did have a lot better of those moments. And with the amount of humor and fun stuff, which is good, like I'm not complaining about, I figured we were about to get our hearts destroyed. We did not. It reminds me of the patches of ARR. Exactly, listen, this isn't bad. I don't want people to think that this is poor. Is it nearly as gut-wrenching as I thought it would be? No. Did it provide any type of closure? No. Because that's one thing the patches did every time for the most part. Like, think of Stormblood. Stormblood's a good example. Each patch either had the end of a story, as the first patch had Lisa's ascent, and Raubon's moving on. Beautiful story contained, here you go. Patch 2 was exposition, patch 3 was conclusion. And then we got our setup for Shadowbringers. It felt more complete. Right? Even in Heaven's Word. If you look at the patches themselves, they had a story to tell that kind of completed it. Here, it feels like we got one of exposition, 0.3. 0.1 to me was beautiful, awesome, loved it. It had a contained story in it, the threat of looming of more, and some great exploration, some great learning. 0.2, same idea, not quite as strong as 0.1. 0.1 is the best one so far, honestly. 0.3 I didn't like. I found it very exposition-y. There's a few growth moments, but the growth moments are better in this patch, right? Like, you can see the growth in Zero now. It's starting to show. Their dialogue, their excitement to be around you. The use of the word friend is no longer my friend. It's now rolling. There's a comfort there. Like, the growth is much greater now. And you're starting to see it. And it's definitely different than most patch cycles. There's nothing wrong with that either. Is this a better patch than 0.3? Yes. Absolutely yes. Is it what I expected? No. I expected them to kind of hit a conclusion and to drop some big bombs on 0.7 or 7.0. Think about it this way. FanFest's in 2 months. And none of us have any fucking clue where we're going, what we're doing, and why. Not even an inkling. This should be fun. Like, interesting. I think it's just gonna make the 0.5 patch a little stronger. I think it's gonna be a red wedding. Because the reality is, one, we haven't had a red wedding since the Parting Glass. And 2, the reality is we are at 2 patches of exposition, and I would say half of 0.4 is exposition. So like 1.5 of pure exposition. They're setting up big. So, it's a good patch. Better than 0.3. Just not as climactic as I had anticipated. Oh, it'll destroy the internet, Miri, if it, or Kane, if it happens, but patches 2.3 and 2.4 kind of sucked. More than likely, I don't remember how they were divided. I remember 0.1 was good. It was the joining of dragons. They realized it wasn't going to work right away. There was still some conflict there, and I kind of like that. Okay, either way, this is a good spot to end it for tonight. So what are we doing Thursday? Well, let's make this obvious. Pandemonium. I heard it's good. Twitter is trying to spoil it for me, so we got to do it. And then we still got lots of stuff. We got Tatteru's Grand Endeavor, which I heard was heart-shattering. I can't wait to see how this all goes. So, in the meantime, have yourselves a legendary evening, and I can't wait to see you guys again on Wednesday for Twitch. Bye.